This is Cameka Ruth Taylor's story and her journey into authorpreneurship. Let's talk about writing a book. For so many people, the dream, the big goal, is hitting that bestseller list, right? But what if the real power of a book has nothing to do with how many copies you sell, but everything to do with what you build from it? This idea that book sales are the only measure of author success, it's created this huge myth, and honestly, it's a trap. It's a trap that so many talented writers fall into. They pour their heart and soul into a book, and then crickets. The sales just don't pay the bills. So, we're going to look at a totally different way to do this, a path that completely rethinks what a book is even for. To really get this, let's dive into a real story. Cameka Ruth Taylor's author's journey. It all kicked off back in 2014, and it started with a huge, life-changing decision. She actually walked away from her job. No salary, no safety net, all to chase this calling she had, to write books that could really, truly change people's lives. Talk about a leap of faith, right? And it was all built on this one powerful, high-stakes idea. That was it. That was the belief she was running on. This book will make her a millionaire. She was so sure of it, so convinced that she went deep into debt just to get her book published. We're talking crowdfunding, sponsorships, even borrowing money from family. And the plan? It was ambitious. Sell 5,000 copies, like right away, and boom, financial freedom. But you know how it goes. For pretty much every creator out there, the dream and the reality, they don't always line up. And here's how that reality hit. It hit hard. After publishing in early 2015, the sales were just a trickle. Can you imagine? A whole year of hustling, of believing in this thing, and she only managed to sell 1,000 copies. That's not enough to live on. Not even close. And it's definitely not enough to pay back all those loans. So by 2016, she had to go back and get a part-time job just to keep her head above water. But here's the crazy thing. Her story? It wasn't some special case of failure. Not at all. In fact, it's depressingly common. Get this. The average new book from an author nobody's heard of sells fewer than 1,000 copies in its entire lifetime. So her struggle wasn't just some personal story of hardship. It was a symptom of a model that's just fundamentally broken for new authors. So after 3 years of this grind, she decided to leave the workforce again, but this time for good. And you better believe she was determined not to make the same mistake twice. Relying solely on book sales? That was off the table. She knew she needed a totally new strategy, a complete pivot in how she thought about everything. And that new identity was the Authorpreneur. It's a mix of author and entrepreneur. But it's so much more than a buzzword. It represents this massive mental shift. You stop thinking about just creating a book. Instead, you start thinking about how to strategically build an entire business with that book, right at the center of it all.